Welcome back to the Rampage Total Destruction playthrough. I am finally back after several days of eating bananas. I finally got my lower back straightened out, so now I am pumping and raring to go for this really boring game. You know, I'm gonna bring in somebody. Maybe this will work out. Relax, I'm already here. Oh, Future Sara. Hello. Yeah, what we're going to do is that we're going to be teaming up on this fucking playthrough. I've noticed that you have been quite bored out of your wits here, and you haven't been talking much. There's really nothing much to say about this game. In all honesty, though, it's just really mindless button mashing. Well, we are going to fix that, but first we're going to fix the audio. We'll open here so that we can hear each other talk and not screaming over each other. Don't mind Future Sara, he's actually just adjusting the audio on the media player so that it'll actually work. Okay, so where are we at the moment? I believe this is San Francisco, and we're doing the challenge bit of it.
That reminds me, don't forget there's a
Okay, so here's the deal. What we're going to do is that we are going to be talking over each other. We're going to basically have like a casual conversation between each other here and there. Well, if anything new comes up, we'll mention it, but I highly doubt that'll be the case. Really, the only thing new that will ever pop up are the bosses. That's why, well, that we can talk strategies, or we can wait a second, it doesn't really matter what monster it is. It's kind of like a costume change, really, when it comes to different monsters. Basically, yes, that is what the different monsters are in this game. They don't really have any special abilities. It's just a different costume change, in all honesty. Controls are exactly the same thing. Upgrades are exactly the same thing. Nothing really fucking changes. So well, you're just changing the appearance of the monster. Speaking of which,
a new giant monster!
I believe that is Nelly, yes. So, President Sara, how have you been doing lately? Well, I've been playing a lot of Terraria recently. You are bound to love it. Hey, RPGs are good, okay?
My wife's never gonna believe this one.
Now when she's dead. Don't say the word. What, anyways? For God's sakes. Yeah, we're going to be changing a lot of things around here from the old style that you have right now. Such as you constantly saying, anyways. I do admit, I do say that quite a bit. Quite a bit? You say that like every 5 seconds. It gets annoying quite a while.
That's hard.
So you've been playing Terraria. On what version? Both mobile and PC. Well, PC I'm not particularly fond of for the time being because of my computer. If I ever do get a much more proper computer, to which cases I plan on doing for, say, Skylines, then my true feelings will be released for the game, for the PC version of Terraria. In meantime, however, I'm playing the mobile version, which is okay. Touchscreen controls wise, it's basically the same thing as the current version of Terraria, which is 1.3.4.
Don't make me hurt.
May I remind you, President Sara, because we have to sneak him in. Well, basically, what happened was that, I really prepared myself for the Year of Wolves. And I had two of the three shell warps. They were all lined up perfectly in a row. I had two of the three shell warps destroyed. I just had to destroy the last one to activate the bombs. So once I was fully prepared, and by fully prepared I mean by having 26 defense and 28 melee damage with a jungle sword. That has the potential of poisoning. And I can't remember what the sword's name is, so I have to take a look at the game itself. But I managed to defeat the boss. It's, as usual, it was a red point time. I love that boss. I love to fight that boss over and over and over, along with the Eye of Cthulhu. Well, once you, like, overpower the Eye of Cthulhu, he's just easy to beat. Sorry if you heard anything, I accidentally bumped my mic. So then, once after that, I decided, you know what? Let's go after Skeletron. I know where the dungeon is. And what happened was that as soon as I got to the dungeon, it was just about becoming day, so I couldn't really fight the boss yet. So it's like, so there I am, waiting at the entrance of the dungeon. And all of a sudden, I get this text message in the game that says King Slime has awakened. I was like, okay, random boss counter, sure, let's go for it. Just like the Year of Wolves, the King Slime went down pretty easily. Had nothing on my defense. The only boss out of all three of them was Skeletron that put up more of a fight, because he was doing a ton of damage to me. That's 26 defense, too. Yeah, well, believe it or not, Buster, you are going to have to face off against an even stronger foe. The Wall of Flesh. Ugh. I am not dealing with that monster until I have proper weapon. Proper weapon! You have the War Scepter. You have the Harpoon Gun. Actually, the War Scepter is much more easier to deal with. Hell, you even got like some sort of like water-bending spellbook from the entrance of the dungeon. That's surely to cause a lot of damage. And not as much as you would think. Oop, what's this one? That is Shelby. Ugh, I don't like that monster. The only thing that changes between the different monsters are the different stats. Like one monster is balanced, another one it favors one punching, another one favors one speed, so on and so forth. And the interesting part about the different monsters' attributes is that it fits what the monster in question. For example, Shelby. Shelby's a giant tortoise. Water tortoises, they move very slow. You just asked what a Taurus is, and then you gave a description of what it does. Don't judge me. I know exactly what I'm talking about. No, you don't. No, you don't, you dumbass. Whatever. The thing is that the only interesting thing about the different monsters is that they have different attributes according to wherever they are. We'll get another monster later on named Nick. He's like a demon. I believe that was his monster description. His monster species. He's supposed to be a demon. So of course this head is on fire, and we're not going to be able to show him off because, like I said, showing off all the monsters is just completely redundant.
The San Francisco treat.
So Nick is a demon that is namely made out of fire. Same thing with Rocky. As a result of that, he is immune to fire. So if you hit something like, say, a heater, I think that's an object in this game, something that activates like an explosion of fire, that usually causes fire damage to you. That doesn't hurt them one single bit. That's the same way with any of the water/plant-based enemies like Gillman, where if you punch in a water faucet, then that burst of water does not damage the monster at all. It's a neat concept, but your main interest is destroying buildings as part of the Rampage tradition. Somehow we went from formula to tradition. Well, at this point it might as well be a tradition. Just for this one particular series. Well, that's right where they call it formula. Shit. I know, Future Sara, I know. You are right though, Future Sara. The name Past Sara seems to always try to escape my throat.
Hold it right there, monster.
Let's see. Was there something else that you were very interested into playing with? Oh yeah, that. I've also been interested in playing a lot of Super Metroid. Another great game.
Be another foggy day in the city by the bay.
It's really fun. It's really fun, especially the fact that somehow in some way you manage to lower the amount of chain down to just infinite health and not just like super missiles, low gain time, God knows what that is. And that's another thing too. That's another thing that we are planning on doing. Hold that dot because we're right near the end of the video. Really? Yeah, take a look.
Hold it right there, monster.
Oh, come on. This isn't going to take like 15 minutes to explain. Whatever, I guess. No, wait a second. We're at the end of the... Yeah, I guess I will hold off what I plan on doing for the Metroid series. Bam, 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 bam. And San Francisco is done. Alright. We got through that harmlessly. And without having to say that word one single time. Well, except for me having to use it as an example, but that's completely different.